Yes, people, reality-based diets. Another one, right? You know what? Like I said yesterday, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be dropping anything today. Mainly because, this, when it first started, I was trying to drop knowledge, and I was trying to, put information out there. And I didn't really understand what goes down, right, in the spiritual streets. Yeah, I didn't understand. And then, certain things happen. You end up becoming the target of something, and you're like, oh mate, this is mad. Like I can deal with this, but do I need to be putting myself on YouTube as well, right? And encouraging the real crazies, the real lunatics, the real madheads that, just be doing what they're doing, right? But the further I've gone into this, the more I've just thought, I don't really care. The messages are the messages, and the frequency is the frequency. If you feel the frequency, if you are tapped in, if you understand what is unsaid, then I can be some sort of help, I guess. Now, what type of help I'm gonna be is completely up to whoever's watching this, yeah. But the main thing within the whole thing, I'm gonna have to keep saying it, is balance. It's always balance, right? Even when they're talking about it's not stupid stuff, like the more salacious stuff from the community, such as twin flames and all the rest of it, yeah, I still believe that it is still self, and it is the balance. Like for me, it can't not be, right? Because it's scripture, and it says that, right? Regardless of whether we're talking about the Holy Trinity being mind, body, and soul, right? But the twin flame, I believe, would be mind and soul. Your body is your vessel. The vessel is the vessel. So I believe the balance is within, and it is your mind and your soul. So your mind and your heart being a balance, not leading too much with one or the other, right? And within that, you have to understand, like, a whole spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it, right, is a very personal thing, for a lot of reasons, because the whole point of it is to find balance within self, so that the vessel can be moved around correctly, right? It's with self, so it's you and you, it's I and I, yeah. It's the only things that really matter. I and I, right? There's more Rastaman logic out there, right? But it's factual. In terms of how I'm gonna carry myself going forwards, there are gonna be messages, and I am gonna come through with some knowledge, yeah, back to the knowledge. Because, like I said to you before, without balance, you have no real autonomy over self. If you are out of balance, you're going to be making the wrong decisions. It's that simple, right? Whether it's straight away or a year or 2, 3 down the line, you start to see exactly what it is without balance. And the same way with it. So say you're in a position or in a place in life where you recognize, I do not have balance. I have this ease within self, yeah? I need to do something. Your goal is to identify where the imbalance is. Is it within your mind, or is it within your heart? Is it how you think, or is it how you feel? Which one is it, first and foremost? Which one do you lean into? And which one is it that takes the steering wheel? After you've identified that, then you just have to understand, then you need to bring that down a little piece and see if you can meet in the middle, right? Because that's all that there is in the final chapters of our life, is the weighing of one's heart. It's your heart that gets weighed, right? And the catch-22, I say catch-22 about a lot of things, but catch-22 about even the weighing of the heart, right? It isn't just made heavy by, negative things happening to you. It's made heavy by, it's not just made heavy by you doing negative things. It's also negative things happening to you, but you carrying it and not shedding it, right? By one way or another, shedding that. But the things that you do, those things cannot be shed per se, but you can pay off your karma or your karmic debt, as they say, right? Now, within even that belief that these things exist and all the rest of it it's not even a case of, anything other than people wrote these books, all types of books, right? And lots of this knowledge coincides with lots of other knowledge to the point where you can correlate that spirituality in its essence is within everything anyway. It is within religion, right? First and foremost, because you talk about your spirit, your soul, etc. Boom. Moving on. Spirituality is way closer to psychology than anything else. There is actually a lot of medicinal practice to psychology and psychological staples that root and originate from some sort of scripture, or it could be a chicken and an egg thing, or maybe not, because a lot of it goes back to Greek times, and you'd also have a lot of Greek philosophers reasoning with doctors, especially, I guess, doctors of the mind. I guess that's where a lot of modern philosophy is born from, is psychologists. But more to the point now, we're at a stage for me where I'm having to revise exactly what I'm doing here, because number one, I want it to be entertaining, right? I do want it to be entertaining, but I also want you to be able to come here for the thing that you came in for in the first place. Like, I mean, if you want, Tales of Karmic, said all the rest of it, there's tarot all day long, go see that. But if you are genuinely looking towards expansion of self, right? A lot of the time people are only really thinking about money, right? And that's fine. But I will say this one thing, with the expansion of mind and body and soul, everything else in the physical becomes way easier, because you do not have the chains on self pulling you down, making it harder, making your walk heavier, right? And like I've said to you before, even just by accepting and knowing God, that helped a lot, It helped a lot. But at the same time, it was never a case of, boom, I accept it and it's a thing now. It's a case of the faith that was put there in the first place and the confirmations that I got for self within my journey, there was no disputing that, right? And with the knowledge that there is a creator, there is something, a being, whatever you want to call it, right? Something so great that it created the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the people, the animals. It puts into perspective the things that you want to achieve, as far as I'm concerned. Like I'm saying to you, a lot of the time people look at doing certain things, like artistic things, whether it's music, whether it's art, or whether it's anything else, as a thing to get famous and rich and all the rest of it. Whereas if your heart isn't really in it, you're never really going to enjoy it unless you are successful, right? Because being successful doesn't directly equal good, and being unsuccessful doesn't directly equal not being good. That's just facts, and that isn't just me saying it because I'm not particularly successful. Like, it's just a factual notion. You could go out anywhere and hear the most amazing guitarist you've ever heard in your life, and nobody knows who they are, right? But maybe they just haven't had the right opportunity to be heard. Who knows? But none of that is neither here nor there on this channel, right? So whilst I'm working out how to make this part of the journey a lot more entertaining for you, because what it is at the moment is I'm really sort of caught up doing a lot of artwork and music stuff as well, right? I just mentioned music and art, but the point is, it's not that I've lost the enthusiasm to do this. It's just the direction has to change now. I'm not doing sermons. I can't just be here doing sermons every day, because I don't really know if I want to be that person preaching at you. I don't know if I want to tell a long story with the point having to ring so clear to karmic energy, I guess. Because unfortunately, a lot of the stories that we get told from scripture is talking of what not to do, etc. And I just think if you're looking to or willing to take a spiritual journey, to change your life, to do any of that type of stuff, to take God into your heart, you've already reached the position and point of, I know what I don't want. Like, I know what I'm not dealing with, right? That's the simple part as far as I'm concerned. Now, whether or not anybody else is going to understand is neither here nor there. If it's something that you primarily know is bettering your life, your lifestyle, your health, everything that you can imagine, why would you feel any type of way for putting yourself first, right? So that's what we're going to be doing here. It may be not so entertaining these days because I'm not like telling stories and that, and I won't be, right? I won't be. Like I'm saying to you, I'm trying to figure it out with this channel, because I do like the situation in terms of the spiritual growth, because even the fact that I don't want to continue it the way I was is growth as far as I'm concerned, because I was having a ball. Right? But at the same time, just because you see the hornet's nest don't mean you have to go and kick it, right? It's that simple. So how can we navigate the forest and, you know, be at one with the ecosystem. Me. Yeah, right. But like I said to you, this has been a short one. Well, it's not that short, but short enough. And I've, you know, yeah, I'm still in the stages of not really knowing 100% where the channel is going, right? Because I'm not pulling tarot cards. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, maybe we will have some sermons, right? I'll have to just rejig it. See if we can make it less karmic and less stupid, right? So, for now, this has been Reality Based Diets. And the rebrand is rebranding, right? Peace.